Thank you very much, Katrine. Now, it's been all about the so-called Dagga Debate on Newsroom this week. This after we decided to take a political turn with the hashtag Dagga Debate, as it's become known to all of you out there on social media over the last couple of months. We've extended invites to all major political parties to join us on the show and state their views on the legalization of marijuana here in South Africa. The debate began in light of the sad passing of Inkatha Freedom Party MP Mario Oriani-Ambrosini, who was a strong advocate for the legalization of medical marijuana in South Africa. Well, we're joined today, we've been joined earlier in the week by the Dagga Party of South Africa, the IFP on Tuesday, the DA yesterday, and now today we are joined by the Economic Freedom Fighters to discuss their party's views on the matter. From our Cape Town studio, we're joined by EFF Member of Parliament, Andile Mngxitama. Very good morning to you, Andile. Thank you for joining us.
Good morning, and to your viewers as well.
Andile, I haven't heard the EFF being very vocal about the legalization or being against the legalization of marijuana. Why is that the case?
EFF is the only party that insists on the return of land, the natural resources, the mineral resources as well to our people. And the Dagga, as you say, or ganja, is part of our natural resources, which also must be returned to our people, must be used to the benefit of the nation. And the debate on the medical uses of marijuana now is dated. We should not be debating this. We should now be allowing our medical people, the laboratories and other scientists to use this for medical reasons.
Medical reasons, that's one side of the coin at the moment. The other side is the real legalization of marijuana in general. We have it in other countries, including conservative nations like the US. Is it not time maybe that South Africa thinks about the complete legalization of marijuana if one looks at, yes, there are medical benefits, but economic spin-offs and so forth? Your views?
Yes. There are three main categories under which the debate continues. One is the medical use of marijuana. This is now not a matter for debate. And we know that our people, through indigenous knowledge systems, we have used marijuana since time immemorial. It was the colonialists that brought this bad idea that marijuana is bad in general. But our people use marijuana for medical reasons, for meditative, cultural reasons, and in controlled supervised spaces. So it is a religious also, we know that it's for religious purposes, for meditation. So that is the one aspect of it. That is the medical, the cultural, and also the religious use of marijuana. But then there is the industrial, which is there are massive benefits of using particularly certain varieties that allow us for industrial development. You can even build a house using varieties of this amazing plant. And then, of course, the third is the economic benefits that accrue from the use of marijuana. So there is, in a sense, the debate has now moved towards legalization, decriminalization, including for recreational use. There is no reason why adult people cannot be allowed to use marijuana for recreational purpose. If we agree as a nation that this must be controlled so that younger people don't abuse and end up being in trouble. But for old people, we should not be preventing them using this. I and you can walk into a bottle store any day and buy a straight of a straw rum. That thing will kill you. That thing is lethal. But we as a nation and as a people believe that I will be responsible enough and not kill myself using this drug, which and alcohol is a drug. And in fact, there's a big argument to be made that alcohol is much more dangerous. The accidents that we experience annually in our roads largely are as a result of consumption of alcohol. So we must, as a nation, permit ourselves a debate on these questions. But on the medical side of things, we should not be debating this. We should be at implementation level. Marijuana, we know its properties, its qualities for health.
Have you had engagements with other political parties on this matter? We spoke to the DA yesterday, and the DA said that they would be against legalization of cannabis in South Africa. How do you view that? And do you think it's not maybe time for South Africa to think about a referendum on the complete legalization of marijuana?
No, I don't think we need a referendum. I think we need a conversation. The DA is always missing the point. Even when the Inkatha Freedom Party, Conservative Party, realizes that medicinal use of marijuana brings huge relief, there is international evidence to show this. The US, which is a conservative country, has legalized not just for medicinal use, also for recreational use. And by the way, in Colorado, which is the first of the states in the US to legalize marijuana, they are showing the economic benefits. And this idea that if you legalize, people are going to go into other drugs, there is no evidence for this. The other nation, which is Uruguay is the first nation to totally decriminalize the use of marijuana. There, the idea was that drug cartels, as long as there was a criminalization of marijuana, you drive this whole process underground, and drug cartels take over and basically create all unhealthy situations, including illegal movements of the drug, and there is no, making it into drugs, and there is no control. But if you legalize it, then as a nation we have a better possibility to control the uses and the benefits of a natural herb such as this. By the way, I went to Denmark a few years ago. I was shocked to find South African marijuana on the streets of Denmark being sold. But we as a people don't get the benefit. I also know in Amsterdam, if you go to Amsterdam, in those places where the use of marijuana is legalized, we will find South African marijuana there. But us in this country have not been able to harness a natural, potent in the sense of a positive sense. The properties of marijuana are amazing. We have not been able to harness it for our use, and also to make sure that it does not harm our people.
Andile, thank you very much for joining us. Those are the views of the EFF on the legalization of marijuana. They say it can only benefit the country and the people, and they are for the complete legalization of marijuana in South Africa. We continue the Dagga debates, but